Harihi Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shrunvan Rama Kathanadam Ko Nayati Parangatim Jayatyati Balo Ramaha Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha Raja Jayati Sugrivo Raghavena Abhipalitaha Dasoham Kosalendrasya Ramasya Klishta Karmanaha Anuman Shatru Sainyanam Nihanta Marutatmaja Na Ravana Sahasram Me Yuddhe Pratibalam Bhavet Shilabistu Prakharataha Padapaischa Sahasrashaha Ardhayitva Purim Lankam Abhivadya cha Maitilim Samurdharto Gamishyami Mishatam Sarvarakshasam. Harihi Om Namah Sabhaye. Ramayana Art of Living lecture is coming to a milestone today. Today we begin the 28th week of lectures. And very importantly, it's so astonishing to see that with today's lecture, we will be covering about 2,800 shlokas. So far in the 28th week, we would have covered about 2,800 slokas. Mostly we covered sloka after sloka. In addition, we have touched upon Tulsidas Grantha, Tamil or Gujarati, wherever possible, and Shastra. So it is a great opportunity, and Das thanks the organizers and regulars, and also the Bhishma Pitamaha of this institution, Sriman Jittubai Goyal, and Uska Sahadarmini. With that, where are we? So, Ayodhya cha param brahma Sarayu saguna puman tan nivasi jagannatha satyam satyam vadamyaham. So this place is Ayodhya, and Rama is nothing but Jagannatha, and all the people here are bhaktas. So we are basically in the place where Ramayana is actually going to happen. In today's lecture, Kaikeyi is going to ask the two boons. So Kaikeyi दो वरों मांगती है आज लेक्चर में. This is Ramayana. Ramayana क्या? This if Kaikeyi had not asked these two boon, vara, param vara, Valmiki says these two are param vara sarcastically, because without these vara, even though these are evil, but without these two vara, we would not have seen Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma Sadhu Satya Parakrama Rajaha Sarvasya Lokasya Devanam Iva Vasavaha. Ramayana to Dharma ka grantha. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma Sadhu Satya Parakrama Raja Sarvalokasya Raja Sarvasya Lokasya Devanam Iva Vasavaha. That is the punchline of Ramayana. So Rama is to show that he is a walking embodiment of Dharma, and Ramayana is nothing but Shruti. Tadvachanat amnayasya pramanyam. Beautiful. Ramayana is nothing but Veda, and what is said in Ramayana is pramanyam. We have to etch this sentence in Hindu Temple of Lubbock. Tadvachanat amnayasya pramanyam. Kanada says, even though he doesn't accept God, he says what is said in Veda is pramanyam. For us, Ramayana is a pramanyam. So Pandu abhramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakaram. So Dasaratha enters with such a joy that is beloved. Paramapriti Bharya is going to accept with such a joy about tomorrow's Yavarajya Pattabhishekam, but he didn't know what was happening. But Valmiki gives that background, that Pandu Abhramiva Akasham Vayu Rahu Yuktam Nishakaram. So he had entered and he saw Kaikeyi Shepe Swabhume. He is sleeping on her own floor. So he got perturbed and he got so anxious. He is trying to please. Yavadavarte chakram tavati me vasundhara prachina sindhu sauvira saurashtra dakshinapataha vanga anga magada matsyaha samudraha kashikoshalaha. Hey Kaikeyi, why are you doing this? You want something, he doesn't know, and she is not releasing the two boons, but she is playing all the drama. Even for that, Dasaratha was not able to bear that his wife is sleeping on the floor and putting all this drama. Yavad avartate chakram ta. What do you want? I will give you everything in this world. Yavad avartate chakram tavati me vasundare. In my world, that too aghamkar. You see, that's also we should say. He says me vasundara. He should not have said, because ahankar mamakar ko tyaj karna. Yavad, because what? Kama mohitam. He was in the grasp of this kama mohita. And we will see that beautifully Valmiki takes the sarga where Dasaratha is pleading, he is getting angry, but he is going to be helpless. That he begins that he was under Manmata Vasha. So, Yavad avartate chakram tavati me vasundara prachina sindhu sauvira saurashtra dakshinapataha vanga anga magada matsyaha samudraha kashikoshalaha tatra jatam. I will give you everything. Right from in the Prachi direction, in the Pratichi direction, all the way from this Sindhu in the eastern direction to Gujarat, Saurashtra, in the western direction to Kanyakumari, Rameshwar in Dakshina, and then Vanga, Anga, Magada, Matsyaha, Samudra, Tak, everything is yours. Not only that, whatever is grown there, Tatra jatam bahudravyam danadanyam ajavikam tato vrinishva kaikeyi yadyatvam mana ichasi. Beautiful. I'll give you everything. Tatra jhatam bahudravyam. There's so much is growing there. Lot of sheep and goats. Danadhanyam ajavikam. Danadhanyam ajavikam. Goat and sheep. Ajavikam. Bahudravyam danadhanya ajavikam. Tato vrinishva. Ask. That's therefore tato avrinishva kaikeyi yadyatvam mana. Whatever you are thinking in the mind, you ask. So then she's not going to. Kim ayasanem te bhiru uttishtottishta shobhane. Hey lady, hey bhiru, hey valor woman. Hey bhiru uttishtottishta shobhane tatvam me bruhi kaikeyi yataste bhayamagam. Why did you get fear? You are such a powerful lady, Bhiru. Because you saved me. In Shambarasura Yuddha mein, you saved me. So you are a very lady with such a valor. Why are you giving for fear? Tattvam me bruhi kaikeyi yataste bhayamagatam tatte vyapanishyami niharamiva ashmivane. I will immediately quell vyapanishyami. I will immediately quell your sorrow, quell your bhaya, like as if the snow is going to melt away in the presence of sun. So then she is going to say, okay, tatokta sa samaswastha vaktu kama tadapriyam paripidayitum bhuyo bhartaram upachakrame. She then decided, I'm going to give him trouble. Paripidayitum bhuyaha. Again and again, I'm going to give you heartache. You watch. You wanted me to speak? You wait and watch. Tatokta sa samaswastha. After samaswastha, Dasaratha tried to pacify, console Kaikeyi. Samaswastha means console, pacify. But she is not listening. But at least I will tell you something. Vaktukama tadapriyam priyam. She was such a priya. She is such a priya for Dasaratha. Okay, you asked. I'm going to do it. But bear in mind that it is going to give you heartache. Paripidayitum bhuyaha bhartaram upachakrame. So she said, I'm going to give you heartache. You asked for it. Now I'm going to give you. So, because why this happened? Tam manmata sharair vidham kama vega vashanugam uvacha prithvi palam kaikeyi dharunam vachaha. So Valmiki says, what is the reason for this? Tam manmata sharaihi vidham kama vega vashanugam uvacha prithvi palam kaikeyi dharunam vachaha uvacha. So manmata sharaihi vidham. Dasaratha was hit by Manmata's bana. Ikshubhana, Uvacha Prithvi Palam. So Kaikeyi talks to Dasaratha, but that is not a sweet talk. It is Dharunam Vachaha, Paramadharunam Vachaha. So now the act starts. Nasmi viprakrita deva kena chitina avamanita abhiprayastu me kaschit ta ichchami tvaya kritam. Nobody, don't think that I was hurt by somebody. Nasmi viprakrita, nobody defamed me. Viprakrita. Hey Deva, Now, nobody has even misbehaved with me. Na avamanita abhiprayastu me kasit. I have something in mind. Me, maname, abhiprayastu. I have something in mind, but I'm going to tell you this. But you have to promise. You have to promise that you will fulfill it. So just go back and refresh your memory. Pratigyam pratijanishva yaditvam kartumichasi. If you are willing to go back and think what happened and prepare to fulfill your vows, I will tell. Athat tad vyaharishyami yad abhiprarthitam maya. Then I will tell. So she says, remember your vows. Make sure you are going to fulfill the vow. If you make that sankalpa, then I will tell. Pratigyam pratijanishva yaditvam kartum ichasi atat tad vyaharishyami yad abhiprarthitam maya. Then I will tell. Tam uvacha mahateja Kaikeyi ishudutsas usmitaihi ishad usmitaihi. He started smiling because he was thinking what this lady is going to ask. Me Vasundhara, I own everything. So, Ishad, very little smile, sarcastic smile. Utsmitaihi tam uvacha mahateja. Valmiki puts the word mahateja. So, to him, anything can be granted. So, Ishad, he just smiles, small smile. Kami hastena sangrihya murjeshu shuchisvitam. Then he held her. Kami. Dasaratha was kami. He was lured by such an affection. Kami hastena sangrihya murje. Then he started caressing her head. Murje shuchismitam. Then he says shuchismitam. Then he started laughing because he was caressing so that he is consoling her. Okay, make sure she asks. Avaliptena janasi tatvata tattat priyataro mama manujo manujavyagrate ramat anyo na vidyate. So he says, hey avalipte. Avalipte mane ye ahankar woman. Avalipte ahankar woman. Na janasi tvattaha priyataro. Don't you know? You are the one whom I am affectionate to, except Rama. There he brings that. So he is so affectionate to Rama. But next to Rama, you are the only one I love. Avalipte na janasi tvattaha priyataro mamaha. Manujo manujavyagrati ramati anyo navid. Manujo manujavyagraha. There also, this is because naravyagraha, narasreshtaha dharmaha. This man is nothing but dharma. So Valmiki insists everywhere that Dasaratha is so attached to Rama because he is walking dharma. It's a very beautiful thing. There are at 5 places. So Kaikeyi asks to make shapat. On whose name you are going to make the shapat? First he says about my righteousness, dharma. 2 times he says, I am going to swear on dharma, righteousness. But then Valmiki makes sure in 3 places, Rame Shape. So he makes the vow 3 places on Rama. 1 time more than dharma to show that Rama is nothing but dharma, dharma is nothing but Rama. So this is a very trivia question. In 5 places, Dasaratha makes this shapat. On Rama's name, on Dharma's name, I will give you what you ask. So he says, Avaliptena janasi tvattaha priyataro mama manujo manujavyagrati ramatanyo na vidyate tena jayena mukyena ragave. Why I am affectionate, why I am going to do everything for Rama. Until that time, this poor man didn't know what this is going to uncast here. Tena ajjayena mukyena ragavena mahatmana shape. First he says, shape jivanarhena bruhiyan manasechasi. First he says, I will make the promise. Tena ajjayena mukyena ragavena shape. I promise in the name of Raghava. Tena ajjayena mukyena ragavena mahatmana shapete jivanarhena bruhiyan manasechasi. I will promise in the name of Rama. You can count this. This is very beautiful. Why did he say 5 times? Because Dasaratha lost the control of 5 indriyas, pancha karmendriya, pancha jnanendriya and other things. To indicate that, he makes 5 promise in the multiples of 5. That is tattvartha here, ghudartha here. So, tena ajjayena. Rama is, nobody can conquer Rama. He is a very important person, better than me. Tena ajjayena mukyena raghava. He is the Siyan of the Raghuvamsa, Mahatman. Shapete jiva. Even if I give you ask my life, jivanarhena bruhi yan manase ichasi, I'll give you my life. So she is asking her life. Yan muhurtam apashyantu. Then why I am swearing in the name of Rama? I cannot be separated from Rama. Even I cannot be seen without seeing him on a daily basis. Yan muhurtam apashyantu na jiveyam aham dhruvam. It is certain. Aham dhruvam na jive me. If I am not seeing Rama, this is Pitruvatsalyam, Putravatsalyam. That is what it is. Rama is known as Pitruvach Paripalana. He is the embodiment of protecting the words of his father. Right? So that he shows in 3 or 4 slokas how Dasaratha and Rama are attached. Because these are the only words Dasaratha is going to speak. Next sarga is gone. That Dasaratha Chakravarti is gone. Afterwards, he is nowhere to be seen until Yuddhakanda. Yam muhurtam apashyantu na jive yam aham dhruvam. Dhruvam, it is certain. Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam. Second time. First time Rama. Then Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam. He says, I will promise in the name of Rama and I will do what you say. Nashtamoha samurlabdha smritirlabdha Tvam prasadat mayachyuta stitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Bhagavad Gita ends like that. Karishye vachanam tava. Dharma ke liye whatever you say, ye Sarati, ye Partha Sarati, whatever you say, karishye vachanam tava, I will do it. 1873. Then Sanjaya comes and Gita finishes. So that is in a way the last sloka, you can take it in Gita. Whereas she says this, Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam. Second, Atmanavatmajaischa anyaihi vrineyam manusharshabam. Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam 3 times. Tena ramena Kaikeyi, because I agree, I swear, I swear, I swear. That is why you have to say 3 times. I agree, I agree, I agree. In the court of law, you say 3 times. That is the reason. Tena ramena Kaikeyi, the same sentence, such a beautiful phrase in Sanskrit, Valmiki uses. Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete. Then you can say, is repetition allowed? When the artha is gambira, when the situation is gambira, you can use the word same to emphasize the importance. And that too, this is Dharma. I am swearing in the name of Dharma. Dharma is nothing but Rama, Rama is nothing but Dharma, so I am doing it. So he is using Tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam bhadre hridayam apyetat. So bhadre hridayam, ye bhadre. So he is pleading. Shubhage, ye Padmalochani, all that he is saying, ye Biru, ye lady of valor, ye bhadre. Don't sleep. Uddharasva. Get up, please get up, I will do. Yetat samiksha Kaikeyi bruhi yet sadhu manyase. Whatever you think in your mind, bruhi, yet sadhu manyase. But I think it is going to be good. Yet sadhu manyase. Whatever you think it is appropriate, you ask. Balam atmani jananti namam shankitum arghasi karishyami tava pritim sukrutena pite shape. 4th shape. Balam atmani, you know your power. You know I am attracted you. You know I will not go away from you. So you ask, Bhalam Atmani Jananti, don't you know your power? You are holding me like anything. Because of you, I got hit by Manmata Sharaihi. Bhalam Atmani Jananti Namam Shankitum Arhasi. Don't get worried. You have believe in yourself. Bhalam Atmani Jananti Namam Shankitum Arshami Sankitum Arhasi. Karishyami tava pritim sukrutenapi te shape. Sukrutenapi. 3 times he said on Rama. Sukrutenapi means, Sukrutam means good things, on Dharma. Only because of Sukrutam we are able to come to HTL and listen to Ramayana. So it is good deed. On the 4th time he says, 3 times he said Rama. This is the 4th time, but he is not swearing in the name of Rama because only 3. After 3 it becomes Vishu. Everything you have to have some limitation. So he says, okay, I said so far Rama, because Atmanam Manusham Manya. So Kaikeyi may think, what is this? This guy is affectionate to Rama, so he is swearing in the name of Rama. But Kaikeyi and Dasaratha at this point of time doesn't know that Rama is nothing but Dharma, Dharma is nothing but Rama. So he says, okay, so far I have sworn in the name of my son, But you know what I am. Karishyami tava pritim sukrutenapi te shape. Sukrutenapi shape. I promise in the name of righteousness, Dharma. Sa tadartamana devi tam abhiprayam agatam. Then, when this kind of reassurance were given, she was trying to get her interest, desire come out. Sa tadartamana devi swartena. She wants to get her desire. Sa tadartamana devi tam abhiprayam agatam nirmadhyasyascha. She is going to be biased. Nirmadhyas. She is not going to be unbiased. She is going to do something which is against Dharma. Nirmadhyasta, nirmadhyasyascha, harshascha, babashe durvacham vacha. She is going to be not neutral. She is going to be partial. Nirmadhyasyascha. Nirmadhyastam. So she is not going to remain in the neutral position. She is going to swing towards her icha, harshascha, with so much interest and desire. Babashe. She spoke with such a confidence. Dhurvachanam vacha. She spoke about Dhurvachanam. Tena vakyena sangrishta tam abhiprayam agatam vyajahara mahagoram. Vyajahara mahagoram. She is going to create a big the hornet's nest. Vyajahara mahagoram abhyagatam ivantakam. As if the world is going to end. Ivantakam. She said that. Yatha kramena shapasi varam mama dadasi cha tat shrunvantu trayastreesham deva trayatrim shaddevaha sa agni purogamaha. You have said in series. Valmiki says, hey Rajan, you have given this vow in series, 3 times in Rama, 4th time on the name of Dharma. Yata kramena shapasi. You have done this in series, one after. Mama dadasi vacha. Whatever you have promised to give me. Valmiki beautifully says, you promised, but I kept that with you as a safety deposit. That also Valmiki puts. You remember this? You gave me 2 varas, but I just let it be with you because it will reside safe in you. Hey Rajan, so you have sworn in a series. Kramene shapasi varam mama dadasi cha chat shrunvantu. Hey, this guy has given assurance in the name of Rama and in the name of Dharma. Ye 3000 muppati mukodi, ye 33,000 devas. Tat shrunvantu trayatrim shad devaha sa agni purogama. With the Agni as the Sakshi. Agni avamo devata. Agni is pratama devata. Avamo devata. Agnenaya supatara ye asman vishwani deva vayunani vidvan yuyojyasmat jughurana menaha bhuyishtante nama uktim videma. So Agni comes first. Nama uktim videma. So you promise. So this guy has promised, but I don't believe him. That is also wrong. Anyway, that doesn't happen these days. So there should be such an anyonyam between Pati and Patni like Jittu or Dinabai Jesha. Anyway, in fact, I was just telling my son, it's always good to praise Bhaktas. I said, he is standing as my chape, that these 2 people are very blessed. So we will go and do our duty as a karma. Even if 1 or 2 comes, it doesn't matter. Ramachandra will be there, we will do, because we have given our vow to Jittubaiji. Yes, Chandradityo nabashaiva graha ratri ahani dishaha jagascha prithvi cheyam sa gandharva sa rakshasa nishacharani bhutani griheshu grihadevata yani cha anyani bhutani jani yurbashitam tava. Hey devatas, she is naming. The same thing Vyasa uses in Bhagavata. Beautiful. So Chandra Adityo Nabhashaiva Graha, all these Navagraha. Ratri Ahani, morning, evening, Dishaha, all these Ashtadik, Jagascha, air, world, this world, the eternal world. Prithvicha, Jaga means universe. Prithvi means this Bulok. Cheyam sa Gandharva sa Rakshasa, Nishacharani, Bhutani, Sarva Bhutani, Griheshu, Grha Devata. All these Griha and the Devatas. Okay, Yani cha anyani, and whoever is left, I don't know. I just want to call everybody. Yani cha anyani bhutani jani you. Listen, jani you bhashitum tava. Listen, he has said this. So Vyasa repeats this. Aditya chandrau anilo nalaha dhyauhu bhumihi apaha gridayam yamascha ahascha ratrischa ubhecha sandhe dharma bihi janati narasya vrittam. Same thing. So these don't think that you are not being watched. You are all watched. Both Valmiki says, Vyasa repeats. Satyasando Mahateja Dharmagyaha Susamahitah Varam Mama Dadatyesha Tanme Shrunvantu Devata. This guy claims himself to Satyasanda. Satyasanda Mahateja Dharmagyaha Susamahitah. So, he Susamahitah. He is a balanced mind. Satyasando Mahateja Dharmagyaha Susamahitah Varam Mama Dadatyesha Tanme Shrunvantu Devataha. Ye Devataha. Ye Devatas, listen. Iti Devi Maheshwasam Parigrihya Abhishasya cha Tata Paramuva Chedam Varadam Kamamohitam. This guy was so affectionate in love. So, Kaikeyi made sure Dasaratha, who was in Kamamohitam with her, listen, you asked me, now I am going to, here listen. Then she says, now I have called all these Devatas as witness. Are you able to remember what you gave? Smaran. Are you able to remember? Think. Smaran Rajan Pura Vrittam Tasmin Deva Surarane Tatrachachya. So I have saved you. I have saved you. They were trying to, these Asuras were trying to take Jivita Manthara. But for your Jiva, they have taken everything. There I came and protected you. So don't you remember that? Smara Rajan Pura Vrittam Tasmin Deva Surarane Tatrachapi Maya Deva Yatvam Sama Abhirakshitaha Jagratya Yatamana Stato Me Pradadavarau. Then I know you don't remember, you have convenience. So what did I do? Jagratya. I very carefully saved you. I very carefully took you. Yataha. So I took you to safe place. Jagratya yatamanaya stato me pradadavarau. Then you gave me two varau. Tau tu dhattau varau deva nikshepau mrugayamyam. Do you remember? But I kept safely with you because I think you are a dharmagyaha, satyasandaha. Tau tu dhattau varau deva nipekshau. I have given, entrusted you. It's like a safety deposit. Mrigayamyam, I am going to now get it by desire. Mrigayamyam, I am going to take it. Tataiva, I don't need anything. As long as you give me those two varas, which belongs to me, but I have kept in you as a nikshepi. I kept in you as a safe deposit. Tataiva, I don't need anything. I don't need your Me Vasudha. I don't need your Saurashtra to Sindhu Desa. I don't need all this. Just two simple vara. Give me. Tataiva Prithivipala. Then she is sarcastic. And this guy said, he's a Prithivipala. He has everything. I'm going to twist him. Tataiva. Then Valmiki puts this. If you read Vyakhyanam, you will understand why here Valmiki said Mahipala, not Prithivipala, because that was the Gamand in Dasaratha, thinking that it is like Hiranya. He said, I built this Stambhe Sabhayam Madhye. That Stamba, this Hiranya measured and built every Stamba. So he was such a Gamand that nobody can enter that, but Hari was there. Similarly, here he thinks this entire world belongs to me, I will give everything she wants. Tataiva Prithivipale Sakashe Satyasangara. You think you are Satyasangara? Give me what I have given. Tat Pratisrutya Dharmena cha Dasyasi me varam Adhyaiva. Immediately, you just give it. If you don't give it, I will not tell what I am going to ask, but you should promise that you will give those two varas I have held in with you. You just promise that you will give. If you don't give, I will quit my life. Adyaiva hi prahasyami jeevitam tadvima tad avamanita. I think that you have disrespected me. Avamanita jeevitam prahasyami. First person. You said you hold the world, I will give my word. Vangmatrena tada raja Kaikeyi swavashe krite. With these words, this Kaikeyi has held Dasaratha Vangmatrena with the words Vagguraya. There is a slesha here. Vagmane nest, Vagmane vak. So this Kaikeyi used her words as a nest. Vangmatrena tada, that time, Raja Kaikeyi swavashe krite praskanda vinashaya pasham mrigaivatmana. So the simile is, it was Dasaratha who went in the nest because of his own deed. Similarly, Mrug, thinking that there is some prey there, that woman deer goes and falls in the nest, like that because of his own words. These words became nest for Dasaratha. He fell in the trap like a mrig falls in the trap of a nest. Praskanda vinashaya vinashaya swa vinashaya pasham net rope pasham mriga iva atmana self-made destruction. Dasaratha did self-made destruction. Tata paramam uvachedam varadam kamamohitam varau yaume tvaya deva tada dhattau mahipate tau tavad tau vakshyami shrunu me vacha. Now that vara I am going to ask you. Shrunu me vachaha abhisheka. Then this is where Ramayana comes. You said, she says you are going to be caught like a mriga in the net. So tau tavadaham adhyaiva vakshyami. You have to do it today. What day it was? This was in the late evening, in the beginning of the dawn of the Pushya Nakshatra. In the springtime, in the Chaitra Masa, on the Pushya day, early morning, because dawn has come. Adhyaiva, immediately, I don't waste time. Tau tavad aham adhyaiva vakshyami shrunumeva che shrunu. Abhisheka samarambho ragavasya upakalpitaha. Abhisheka samarambho. So in few hours, now it's Brahma Muhurta, then with the sun comes, Usha, after Usha, Aditya comes, Savitri comes, Usha is the wife of Surya. Then after she goes, she clears the path, Savitri, the sun rays will come, that time everything is going to start. Upakalpitaha, whatever has been arranged. Abhisheka samarambho ragavasya upakalpitaha anenaiva abhishekena bharato me abhishishyatam. First. So whatever, you don't have to say and get your excuse that you are going to change everything. No need. Abhisheka samarambho. This sambram me, ragavasya sambrama me. Ragavasya upakalpitaha anenaiva abhishekena bharato me abhishinchyatam. This is one. Yo dviti, this is first vara, prathama vara. Dvitiya cow, dvitiya kim. Yo dvitiyo varo deva dattaha pritena me tvaya. She was twitchy. So, if I don't please him now also, you have been affectionate to me. Pritena me tvaya. Tada daiva sure yuddhe tasya kala ayamagata. Second vara, which you gave me in Priti. I only asked one vara, but you said take two. So then she puts that in the Smararajan, because she puts the two saying, Pritena me tvaya tada daivasura yuddhe tasya kala ayam agataha. So first thing is, stop Rama's Abhishekam and do Bharata Abhishekam. Then I only asked you one vara perhaps, but you gave me two varas. Okay? You gave me second, that too with Paramapriti. So that is the Dvitiya vara. Now I am going to ask, listen. Nava pancha varshani dandaka aranyam ashritaha. First crown Bharata as a Yavaraja. Then she is trying to avoid sudden heart attack. Nava panchacha varshani dandaka aranyam samashritaha chira ajina jhatadari ramo bhavatu tapasaha. Beautiful. So this is nothing but adverse procession law. That's why after this, Manu also took that in Indian law, in any law, I think that if somebody owns or takes care of a property for 12 or more years, then they can climb. At least they have an opportunity to climb. That's why she put 14 years. So, you know how much Raja Tantra these ladies had those days. Nava panchacha varshani dandaka ashritaha. So, okay, you wanted to make Bharata Yavarajya. What is wrong? I will make him. Let Rama be his counsel. Dasaratha could ask, but immediately she says, she planned. So she planned that if I send Rama, that too instantaneously, she insists immediately. Nothing doing. He has to go. In the same morning, he has to leave. So that too, so she says, go to the forest, not nearby forest. Don't just go to Ganga, don't just go to Tamasa. Go to Dandakaranya. She's very crafty. Because in those days it was very difficult to, if somebody goes into Dandakaranya, then. Because why? In Janasthana and all those places, these Karadushana are all doing bad things. So Rama will not come back. So if Rama, even if he comes back, after 14 years, he cannot claim. Because by the nature of this adverse possession law, my son is going to be the king permanently. Nava panchacha varshani dhandakarinyam asrita chira ajina jatadari. Chira means bark, ajina means the deer skin. Chira ajina jatadari ramo bhavatu tapasa. Rama did two things immediately. This is very important. Rama did two things. He took these three things she puts. First punishment in a way is he has to leave Ayodhya and go to Dandakaranya. And then how he should go, she qualifies. Jata, Chira, Ajina, Jata, Dari. So he immediately took the barks, jute. You should call Chira means here not bark, jute ka wo the vastra. Ajina, maunchi. The ajina means mrug ka sharir, skin. And jatadari, he didn't put the jatadhar, he didn't do. He goes to Ganga Tate and then he asks Guga to bring that paste. So there he makes his jata binding. So Chira Ajina Jatadari Ramo Bhavatu Tapasaha. He should be like a saint. Tapasaha. Bharato bhajatam adhya yavvarajyam akantakam. Immediately. Adhyaiva Bharataha bhajatam. Let Bharata be known as Yavvarajya. Bharato bhajatam adhya Yavvarajyam akantakam. Without any barrier, without any enemies. Because Rama is gone, no enemy. So Bharato bhajatam Yavvarajyam akantakam. Adhya yeshame paramakamo dattam yevam varam vrune. This is the one I ask out of great affection. Yeshame paramakamo dattameva varam vrune. Adhya chaiva hi pashyayam prayantam. What a dharuna lady. Adhya chaiva hi pashyayam. I want to see this done. I want to see him gone immediately. Adhya cha eva. Valmiki could have just put something else, but he says two stress, adhya, immediately, eva, further stress. So that shows how dharuni she was. Adhya chaiva hi pashyayam prayantam ragavam vanam sa raja rajo bhava satya sangraha. Hey Raja, if you do this, you will be Raja Rajo Satya Sangraha. Sa Raja Rajo bhava Satya Sangraha. Kulam cha, Sheelam cha, hi raksha janma cha. Then you can claim that you are the guardian of Dharma. Paratravaso hi vadyan vadanyanuttamam tapodhanaha satyavajo hitam runam. Then runam. So then you will be called as a Satyavadi. So she gets the twist. Now, then Dasaratha laments like anything. Dasaratha laments like anything. Tataha srutva maharajaha Kaikeyi dharunam vachaha. Why? She could have simply asked, let Bharata rule. She said, no, don't waste time. Immediately I had to see. Don't tell words that I will send him. I have to pashya, adhyayeva pashyayam. I need to see. Tataha shrutva maharajaha Kaikeyi dharunam vachaha chintaham abhisamapede muhurtam pratatapacha. He was thapa, pratatapa. He was not able to reconcile muhurtam. For some time, not Chira, for some time. Tataha shrutva maharajaha Kaikeyi dharunam vachaha chintam abhisamapede muhurtam chintam abhisamapede. That means he got pratapa, he got into tapa, he got into pratatapa, very agani, great agani, he got into, and he got disturbed in the mind. Tataha, this sarga is where Dasaratha gave up. I can't do anything. But that time when this was happening, Sita Ma was telling, hey Rama, make sure Diksham, you do all the Diksha and go as a perfect, like Modi ji did for 12 days, like that. So Rama did Diksha. So Maithili was telling Rama, go do this, all the Diksha. So Tata Shrutva Maharaja Kaikeyi dharunam vacha chintam abhisamapede muhurtam pratatapacha. What a beautiful language. Kimnu me yadiva swapnaha. Then Dasaratha says, he doesn't get murcha now. He is thinking, what is this? Is it swapna? Kim nu me yadiva swapnaha chittamoho piva mama. Is it swapna? Or I got digress, chittamo. Is it some psychosis I am getting? Anubhuta upasargova. Is it because of my purva karma? Upasargova. Manasova upadravaha. Even then he cannot believe that this comes from Kaikeyi. Kim nume yadiva swapnaha mohopi va mama anubhutopasargo va manaso va upadrava iti sanchintya tadraja nadyagachat tadasukam. Very beautiful sarga. It tells the mind, and Valmiki pours it heart. Valmiki pours it, how he squeezes everything in Anushtup. Such a rhyme, mellifluous flow. Iti sanchintya tadraja nadyagachat tadasukam. He is going to lose his sukam. Nadyagachat tadasukam. Pratilabhya chirat samyam Kaikeyi vakyatadita. He was twisted. Vakyatadita. He was twisted. Vakyatadita. He was twisted by the Vakya of Kaikeyi. Vyatito viklabhashchaiva viklabhash. He was torn into pieces. Vyatito, he was suffering. What a beautiful viklabha. Viklabha means torn into pieces. You have to say his mind was torn like that. Vyagrim drishtva yata mruga. Like a woman deer saw a woman tiger. Vyagrim, feminist, he says. Because Kaikeyi is a feminine, so Valmiki is very careful in using Vyagrim Dritva Yata Mriga. So, this Dasaratha is equated now to a female Mriga because he lost everything, he lost his sense. So, Labha Labho Jaya Jayao, Sthita Prajna. He was not a Sthita Prajna. So, he lost everything. So, he was shaking, fickle-minded, like a young Mriga, as if seen by a female tiger. So, Vyagrim Dritva Yatamriga. Asamvritayamasine Jagatyam Dirgamuswasan Mandale Mandale Pannago Rudhrau Mantaraiva. Two similes he uses. Having seen Asamvritayam Asino Jagatyam. Asamvritayam, on the plain asan. Asamvritayam means no vastra, nothing. So, it is like a plain ground. Asino, that became the bed for this lady, Jagatyam, Asamvritayam Asino, Dhirgam Muswasan. He just was taking a deep breath. Why this lady is doing that? She was also taking a deep breath. Mandale Pannago Rudhrau Mantra Iva Mahavisha. Mahavisha Pannago Iva. As if this Visha, so Dasaratha's mind was as if the guy who is taking care of the Pannaga, Mahavisha snake, it get caught by the Magudi, it got by the clarinet, whatever it is. Likewise, this Dasaratha was caught by the words, Dharuna Vachaha of Kaikeyi. Mandale Pannago Rudhrau Mantraiva Mahavishaha. Aho Dhik. Even Valmiki cannot tolerate this. He uses this. Aho Dhik Idi Samarshayo Vacham Muktva Naradipaha Mohamo Mohamape Divan Bhuyaha Shoko Pahata Chetana. Beautiful. Aho Dhik. He uses this. Can you believe? Oh God. Aho Dhik Iti Samarsho, with so much angry and so much emotion. Samarsho. Vachamuktva Naradipa Mohamape Didvan Bhuyaha. This happened because he was consumed by moha. Mohamape Davan Bhuyaha Shoko Pahate Chetana. Then his mind became shoka. This sarga we should learn for this Sanskrit. Chirena to, then after some time. Chirena, he took time. Tu nripaha samyam pratilabhya sudukitaha. He didn't know what to do. Aho Dhik. He sat. Then it took time. Chirena. Tu nripaha samgyam, he gets his sense. Pratilabhya, he got back his sense. Sudhukkitaha. Kaikeyim abravit kruddaha. He just started yelling at Kaikeyi. So far he was begging. These emotions, Valmiki brings it. Kaikeyi abravit kruddaha, with anger, as if he is going to burn Kaikeyi with her eyes. Valmiki puts it, pradahanniva chakshusha. Ahanniva. Pradahanniva, that means as if he is going to burn Kaikeyi with his eyes. Nrishamse dushtacharitre. So far he says Shubhage, ye Bhiru, ye Shubhage, ye Kalyani, ye Mangalavachaki. Now look, immediately he understood, he got senses. That's what he says. Samyan, not Nyan, Samyan. He got the original sense because earlier Valmiki has said that he is Rajarishi. Chirenatu Nripaha. So he took time for him to get back. So long, maybe for 60,000 years. He was caught in the moha of Kaikeyi as if the snake was caught in the mantra Vishaiva. Vishanagam mantrena how it was held. Likewise, Dasaratha was held in the words and karma for Kaikeyi for 60,000 years. So it took some time for him to get back to senses, not simply senses, good senses. Chirenatu nripasanyat pratilabhya sudukitaha Kaikeyim abravi kriddaha pradahan niva chakshusha nrishamse dushchacharitre. ये दुष्ट चारित्रे नृशम से दुष्ट चारित्रे हे नृशम से हे wicked woman नृशम से look how much he is yelling at Kaikeyi नृशंशा दुष्ट चारित्रे कुलस्यास्य विनाशिनी this is where he is yelling नृशम से ये नृशम पापी नृशंशा means पापी ये wicked woman दुष्ट चारित्रे bad character woman कुलस्यास्य विनाशिनी you are a kula nasini किम कृतं तव रामेण पापं पापे मयापि. Why did you do this? Hey, Dushta Charitre. He is begging. And can you believe he goes to such a section, such a level? Because Dharma, he doesn't want to leave Rama. Dharma, I will fall at your feet. Mai to tumke paav mein padunga. Please, can you believe? This you should go into, take Pururashu and Apsaras. Pururashu and Apsaras. Pururavasu and Apsaras. He wants to get this Apravasu. So Apsaras, this this Pururavasu Raja, Vikramorvisiyam. In the Grantha Vikramorvisiyam, beautifully the Kavi says, this Pururavasu Raja was so attracted to Apsaras. So he goes and says that I will do whatever you ask me, please come from heaven to me. Tava pada pankaja parigrahya danyosmi. Tava pada parigraha, let me, I want to squeeze your pada pankajam, so I will do whatever you want. So you want me to satisfy the pishash, I will go to Smashan and then I will sell and I will kill Naramamisa and feed to them. I will even go to the extent that I will kill. This he writes in Vikramorvisiyam. Beautiful Grantha, Nataka mein, this Pururavasu Raja ne us Apsaras ko bulane ke liye, he says, yeah, we should pray Charanagati. We should pray Charanagati. Sarvadharman parijyachya mamekam sharanam vraja, 1866. You should do that. But this, look, Vikram Urvasi, this Pururavasu is called Vikrama. Urvashi me kama mohit. See, same thing with Dasaratha. So that's why I'm bringing that here. So he says, Tava pada pankaja parigrihya dhanya janma. Oh, I remember now. Tava pada pankaja dhanya janma. I became blessed by squeezing your feet. Hey Urvashi, please come. I will go to the Smashan and then feed the Pishas there so that they will quell all the barriers so that you can come to the earth from heaven. Similarly, Dasaratha will also say, Risamshe dushchacharitre kulasyasya vinashini kim kritam tava rame. Why have you done this to Ramayana? Kim kritam Ramayana papam. Not only him, why are you also doing papa? Pape mayapi va yadate janani tulyam vrittim vahati Raghava. Raghava is accepting you as a janani tulyam. Tasyaiva tvam anarthaya kim nimittam. Why are you doing? He is considering you as a janani tulyam. Why are you doing this? So far, now he yelled, but then he knew that yelling will not help. So then he is pacified and then he is going to beg and beg and beg. Tvam atmana vinashartam bhavanam swam pravesh. Now I remember, beautiful sloga. You are going to kill me. Tvam mama atmana vinashartam. That is why you married and came. Look, after 60,000 years he realizes. Bhavanam swam praveshita. Is that the reason you came and begged and came to me? Swa bhavanam praveshita. That is the reason you came. Avigyate nripasuta vyali, ye poisonous snake. Look at it. So avigyan, I didn't remember then. Now I remember. Vyalim tikshna vishayata. Beautiful sarga. Avigyane nripasuta vyali tikshna vishayata. Jitubai gave me a time to remember all those what I have learned some 40 years back. Pade Raghuvamsam evam Ramayana. Tvam mamatmanam vinashartam bhavanam swam praveshita avigyati nrupasuta. Ye nrupasuta. Vyali tikshna vishayata. You are like Vyali tikshna vishayali yata. Jiva loko yada sarvo ramasya gunaswatam. You are going to send Rama, the entire, it's like French Revolution. The entire Ayodhya is going to revolt. But Rama stopped it. Jivaloko yada sarve ramasyaha gunastavam. Everybody is singing the praise of Ramo iti prajanam abhavan kata. Ramabhut jagadbhut. Rame rajyam prashasati. Then it says, Ichhamohi mahabhagam raghuviram mahabalam gajena magatayantam ramam chatravrtanam. Slokas come. It's only because of you, Jitubai. Otherwise, I would have forgotten all this. So, what is this? Jivaloko yada sarva ramasyaha gunastavam aparadam kamuddishya. Why are you giving kamuddishya? What is the aparada I have done? Tyakshami ishtamaham sutam tyakshami. You are, what aparada did I do that I have to lose? Tyakshami ishtamaham sutam. The priya sutam. Kausalyam vam suvitram va tyajeyam api. This guy is so attached even now. Foolish guy, old man. He's so attached. I will give up even Kausalya. Can you believe? That is what it is. The Dharma gets sin. Kausalyam va sumitram va tyajeyam api va sriyam. I don't care. Even losing. Jivitam va atmano ramam natvaveva prithuvatsalam pitruvatsalam. Jivitam, I'll give my life, I will give my wealth, I'll even give Kausalya and Sumitra, but I cannot give because it's Pitruvatsalyam, Putravatsalyam. But he is more than this, Valmiki says, because it is not that I am attached to him, he is attached to me. Pitruvatsalyam. Para bhavati me pritihi drishtva tanayam agrajam. Apashyastu me ramam natta bhavati chetana. Even if I don't see him, apashyastu me ramam natta bhavati chetana. I go weird. Natta bhavati chetana means I go weird in a way I will lose my life. Tishtal loko vinasuryam. Beautiful reference, because this is sarga of such an emotion. Already two to three upama. Very rarely Valmiki does it because it's a Shastra Grantha. In this sarga itself, 2 to 3 times he has given upama. Now he is giving a great upama. Will there be a world without sun? Will there be trees without water? Tishte loko vina suryam sasyam va salilam vina. Beautiful. These are the pearls, similes in Ramayana. One thesis can come. So tishte loko vina suryam sasyam va salilam mane water. Salilam natu ramam vina dehe tishte mama jivitam. I cannot live without Rama, as if the world cannot live without Surya, plants cannot survive without water. Tad alam, enough, please don't do this. Tad alam tyajatam eshe nischaya papa nischaya apite. This is where it is. Apite charanau murdha sparsham yesha prasidame. I will please you by keeping my head in your feet. Apite charanau murdha sparsham yesha prasidame. Please accept. Prasidame. You make me happy, I will put my head. That means I will do pranam, dandavat pranam. Kim idam chintitam pape tvaya paramadaruna. Ata jigyasase mam tvam bharatasya priye. So he says, astu yatya tvaya purvam vyakritam vyakritati raghavam prati same jeshtaha sutta sriman dharma jeshta iti vame. He is Dharma, he is an embodiment of Dharma. Tatvaya priyavadinya sevartam katitam bhave. You have used your words. Tatvaya priyavadinya seva. You have cheated me with your sweet talk and sweet action. Tatvaya priyavadinya sevartam katitam bhave. Oh, you did this. Tat shutva shoka samtapta yasimam brisham avishtasi griham shunyam satvam paravash. You will make yourself alone. Avishtasi, if you do this, you are going to become pagal. Avishtasi griham shunyam satvam paravasham gata. You have been engrossed with somebody, paravasham gata. That's why you are doing this. Ichwakunam kule devi samprapta sumahanayam. You have come to Ichwaki, and what are you doing to this? Anayo naya sampanne yatrate vikritamati nahi kinchiti ayuktam va vipriyam va puramama. So, akarostvam visalakshi. Then he says, hey, visalakshi, So don't do this. Nanute Raghava Tulyo Bharatena Maha. I don't discriminate between Bharata and Raghava. Nanute Raghava Tulyo Bharatena Mahatmana Bahusho Hismabale Tvam. You are like a child. Maybe you are like a child. Somebody spoiled your mind. Hey, childlike lady. Bahusho Hismabale Tvam Katayasi Mama Tasya Dharmatmano Devi Vanavasam Yashasvinah Katam Rochase Bhiru. Hey, lady. How can you tolerate Rama going to Vanavasam? Katam rochayase. How are you able to tolerate this? Nava varshani panchasa atyanta sukumarasya tasya dharma dritahatmanaha katam rochayase. He says, he is begging, crying, katam rochayase. How are you going to tolerate this? He is sukumara. Atyanta sukumarasya tasya dharma dhritatmana. He is an embodiment. He is the dharma dhritatmana. Katam rochayase vanam vasam aranye brushadarune rochayasya abhiramasya ramasya shubalochane tava susrunamanasya kimartam vipravasanam. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? So sunitiya risa gayavu sukai. We cannot miss Tulasi. Tulasi captures all this in one chandas. So sunitiya risa gayavu sukai. All this happened because Dasaratha was kama mohitam. Dekavu kama pratapa badai. Sula kulisa. So because he was caught in the nest of kama, when this lady said paramadharunam vacha, when she says this, all this what Valmiki pours it hot as a kavi. Tulsidas gives in one chandas, Sul kulisa asi angavina Sula kulisa asi angavanihare. It's like Sula. These words hit Dasaratha like a Sula. Our kulisa, Trishul Jaisa, kulisa mane gada, I can take Vajraita. Asi, like this sword. Angava nihare te ratinata. All this because that Ratinata got into Dasaratha. Te Ratinata sumana saramare. He killed. This Ratinata came into Dasaratha and he killed. So Raja became so mad, and because in love, that Ratinath, that Manmata entered into Dasaratha like Trishul, like Indrika Vajraid, like sword. So he is going to die. So Tulasidas brings it in Suchakavakya. So sunitiya risa gaya usukai dekavu kama prada. What? Listen, see, hey Manoj, see what Kama Pratap can do. Adharmika kama, what can they do? That's what Tulasi says. Sula kulisa asi angava nihare teratinata sumana samare. Nothing helped. So he fell at his feet. Nothing is going to happen. Then he gets murcha 2 times. The first murcha is going to happen, and Dasaratha became helpless. So Ramayana begins. Pavamana sududupattu Padara Vindamulaku Ninama Rupamulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam. Mangalam Gosalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. 28th week. We have completed about 2,800 shlokas. It's a vrat. 2,800 shlokas in Valmiki Ramayana so far we have covered. Shubham.